What's going on, guys? It's Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics and relationships so you don't drown too. Oh, that was kind of smooth. I like that. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I gotta clean that up. I gotta clean that shit up a little bit there. Anyway, this video is titled, or at least has there's a quote here that says, "My autistic wife explains her stipulation with her first boyfriend." Let's get it.
Okay, wait. Say again what you just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about my first boyfriend and how I had a sit down with him. This is the guy that I lost my virginity to, and was like, yeah, if you want to be serious with me, I need a weekend where I can go have sex with someone else so that I don't cheat on you when we get married. Because
Now I'm gonna stop it right here. So when I first saw this video, because I seen this video, and I let you guys know if I see a video or not, if it's completely raw. This video is not completely raw for me. And the reason, and I had to sit there, and the thing is, you have people that they'll see something online and they think that it's real. And we already know that there's way too many accounts on these online platforms that exist only to rage bait. And I said to myself, this is probably one of them rage bait videos, right? Where they purposely put out a misleading video to get some type of engagement going on to their account or whatever like that, some traffic onto their page. And yet, I don't think so. Because, well, multiple reasons why. I'll give you 3 reasons right now. This is called, critical thinking. We're going to critically think over here. 1, we know that this happens, and I've mentioned it before, that there's this weird fucking phenomenon with women who they'll like a guy, but they get that urge, that calling to become Horror the Explorer, Haley, if you will. And they'll try to trick a guy or finesse a guy into a polygamous relationship. And of course, men don't get off scot-free either. Men do this shit too. But it's something about women, that women are just more open to this shit. This channel is not to attack women or anything like this. It's just to point shit out, right? I think I figured it out, right? I figured out the equation. I get on women's asses for the lighter videos. But when it comes down to political videos or criminology, is it criminology or crime videos? I tend to cover things that involve men. And I'm much more harsh with men. Reason number 2. So we know that this is happening. A second reason why I believe that this video is real, and I don't have a reason to believe that it was fake, though initially I thought it was fake. I was going to cover it as such. And still, if this video is fake, it's terrible, but I'm going to cover it as though it's real. The reason number 2 is because I'm looking at the fucking name here. And the name says Tan K the Spectrum Way. So this is a channel on Instagram or TikTok or whichever one of these fucking platforms it is, right? And they're trying to record life with a person on the spectrum. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you're sitting here saying that autism is leading to horrorism, maybe autistic people shouldn't be with anybody. And we know that's not the case because we've seen autistic people. Well, I've known autistic people that just didn't become like this overnight. And 3, I have my own story about some shit like this, where a girl tried to kind of do me the same way. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to sit there and say, fellas and ladies, if you run into an individual that sits there and tries to put you in a situation where you need to accept them not respecting you, know your worth and move on. Now let's continue. From the top, please.
Okay, wait. Say again what you just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about my first boyfriend and how I had a sit down with him. This is the guy that I lost my virginity to, and was like, yeah, if you want to be serious with me, I need a weekend where I can go have sex with someone else so that I don't cheat on you when we get married.
Ladies and gents, I introduced the female brain, low quality female brain. And the saddest thing about this, the saddest thing about this, we all heard the stories, the nightmare stories of dudes with some girl, and she ends up going back to the guy who took her virginity. We've all heard these stories, right? We've all heard these stories. There's something special about her first. Somehow we jumped ship off the right timeline, and now we're on the wrong timeline. We're not on the wrong timeline. We are in the worst timeline. Now they are trying to gaslight us and sit there and say, she said her first boyfriend, not just first in taking her virginity, she legit told this man, and she was thinking about marrying him and it was in her head to marry him. And she sat there and said, I want to get slammed by somebody else for a weekend, whole weekend. And if we know anything about Bonnie Blue and Laura Phillips and all of these whores strangely coming over from London, we know in that time frame, homegirl could be doing the entire NBA fucking draft picks. Pick a year, all of them, yes. Crazy.
Because I'm always going to wonder what it's like with someone else.
Yo, I think she just snitched on a lot of women. I think she not only did she just snitch on herself, and mind you, my autistic wife, these women get married. These women have children. These women ruin men's entire fucking lives. All of our lives. These women vote. These women go into the dating pool. Imagine having to sit down with a person and talk about she's on a spectrum and you got to sit there and listen to her crazy. Imagine a person with a mental deficiency. Because let's be real here, it is a mental deficiency, right? And you're getting mentally boomed by a person who sits there and goes, oh, I'm autistic so I can get away with just degenerate shit. Man, it couldn't be me.
How did he take that?
Not very well. I mean, he still stayed with me. He just I guess didn't understand. Because my idea was, I'm going to have sex with someone else. I'm going to come back and be like, it's different with you. I think you're the one.
She got that from somebody. She got that from the Hive online. I guarantee you she got that from either some bleeding heart liberal white chick or some Jewish woman who's also a white chick, or maybe some feminist empowered black chick trying to fight the supremacy or the man or whatever the fuck. Regardless, she got that from the Hive. They all come in different scoops of flavors, but it's all the fucking Hive. That mindset right there, she was fully subscribed. How does that cross your mind? Unless she picked that up from somewhere. Dog, we used to go from, yeah, I was her first. I'm always going to be special too. If she doesn't get fucking taken to Pound Town on a weekly, daily basis, she's going to cheat on me anyway. Is this man sitting in a cuck chair right now?
And he wouldn't let me have that experience.
You told...
He took that from her. How dare that man? How dare he oppress this fucking woman? Don't you know the modern woman? They need to be banged out by Tyrone and Chad, and Jerome, and Tommy, and Jason of Auglitical. I mean, listen. Don't you know? And look, with the smuggest face. She has learned nothing, Jon Snow. This woman has learned nothing. Look at her face. She's learned nothing.
And he wouldn't let me have that experience.
She's learned nothing, and this guy is seriously sitting there fucking probably crying at this fucking point, because this is a fucking train that is derailed, and it is about to run into an orphanage. An orphanage that's on fire and full of nitroglycerin.
You told him that in order to not cheat on him long term, you needed to cheat on him short term.
No, wouldn't be cheating because he'd give me permission.
You never understood why he was confused?
No, but you pointing it out to me now, I get that.
He doesn't get shit. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Anyway, let's finish this because I want to tell my little story. I want this shit to be like a fucking 13-minute video and then I'm out of here.
Like drawing the parallels, it's kind of like I either cheat now or I cheat later. There wasn't like a no cheating clause. So
married, unserious ass relationship. So when I was much younger, I think I was like 19 or freshly 18. My mother had a friend, and the friend of my mother, she was an older woman, but she wasn't my mother's age, right? So my mother probably was like 40, probably about to hit 50. The girl was like in her 30s, probably young 30s ish, or whatever like this. And she was a single mother, and she was friends with my mother. And you know, I seen this girl, and I was like, damn, shorty got a fat ass, shorty good looking, and she's in my proximity. You know what I'm saying? This was, again, I wasn't a fuck boy or anything like this, but man, listen. Anyway, so I remember, you know, she was going through some bullshit. She didn't have her own place, so she was trying to focus on herself, you know, get work, all of that shit, all of that shit, all of that shit. And so during the time of around that time, me and her kind of got close, and she was even hinting, trying to get permission from my mother, because the funny thing about my moms wasn't letting no chicks around me. My mom was the ultimate cock blocker when it came down, because I remember my mother at one point saying, these women are bitches, and I know because I am one. And it had me sit there and go, she said it, I can't argue with that shit. Mind you, me and my mother butted heads 24 fucking 7. But my mother was on to the bullshit that women do, because she was doing that bullshit to some dudes apparently. And she knows how, you know what I'm saying? If you ever want to take down the hive, find a woman not in the hive to take down the hive. That's how it works. Anyway, and I remember her sitting there and even saying to my mother at one point, she was like, oh, you should let me take Jay shopping. He would look so fly. And I'm like, fuck, man. Fuck, my clothes bad to you? Like, the fuck? Still same fashion sense. I have none. I am a man. Anyway, so we got close, and we knew each other for almost probably half a year. There was a lot of heavy petting behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We talking shit that would make Donald Trump go, yeah, grab him by the, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, she was doing the same thing to me, all of that shit. And she was really into me. She got a place, and she finally contacted me like probably 2 months after she finally got her place. She invited me to a place. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, right? So, and my mother was like, where are you going? She's like, why are you so excited? Where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm going to go see V. That her name was V. Yeah, that's her first letter to her name. I was like, I'm going to go see V. She was like, what do you mean go see V? And I was like, Mom, you know V likes me, right? You know, and she was like, and my mother, the look on my mother's face, was that a betrayal? Was that a fucking betrayal? And here's the thing. It wouldn't be the first time that I am aware of some dude banging their mother's friends, or that happening to me, or in some attempt that it happened. Anyway, so I make it short. I go to this woman's house, right? And she's coming out of the shower, and she's wearing just a fucking robe, and yeah, shit was hot, right? And I know something happened that she had to step away, and she had a phone out. And me being me, I go on her phone because I'm sitting there like, oh shit. Now, mind you, I'm sorry, kids. This is back in the day. So the idea of video games being on your phone was insane to me. You got games on your phone? I remember when I saw Sonic Advance on a phone and was just like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on her phone, and I shit you not, the second I put her phone down, like playing the game and shit, and put her phone down or whatever like that, her phone starts going crazy, right? So I pick up the fucking phone, and I'm seeing messages from fucking a Jamaican dude, and he's sending pictures. We talking this man, if he didn't get into the adult field, he fucking dropped the ball, because Clearly, the man was gifted, and I'm just sitting here saying, my dude, you should have went into porn instead of fucking with these single moms. You could have been a contender, bro. But anyway, so I see the phone. She comes out from somewhere, I'm guessing, and she sees and she snatches the phone away from me. And she gets really upset, and she says, "Oh, something going in my business is Y and Z." And this is the reason why I've always been like this. If you're with somebody and you can't go through their phone, not even if it's on purpose, right? That's a red flag. And she tried to sit there, and after she snapped at me, she tried to get all smooth again with me, right? But the thing is, looking at the phone, I think she had a BlackBerry. There was multiple messages from multiple male names and shit. I was just like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck am I here for? And so she tried to get smooth and shit with me or whatever like that, and I immediately got up and dipped. And the funniest thing is that, during the time before she got her place, I left my phone in front of her and she went through my phone. And she was going through AIM. Yes, for you guys who don't know what AIM and Yahoo, you guys know what Yahoo Messenger is, but AIM, the AOL Messenger. And she was going through my phone and she was like, "Oh, there's nothing. Where's the girls at?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You ain't got no girls?" I'm like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? So again, rules for thee, but not for thee. Rules for me, but not for thee. Or rules for whatever the fuck it is. Regardless, I got out of that situation. She tried to talk to me later, and to which I didn't even know who the fuck she was. Like, I think she contacted me like another 2-3 months later, trying to talk to me. And I didn't even know who the fuck she was. And I think that was like the final nail in the coffin that really fucked with her. But that's how guys or ladies should be. You should have respect for your fucking self, right? You got this young, dumb, full of cum ass fucking dude over here, all the potential in the world, and instead of you ruining this boy's life and making him your fucking own, you gonna sit here and, you know what I'm saying? Luckily for me, I was wise beyond my years. I got the fuck away from her. Because that shit would have been a headache. Now, I know lesser dudes would sit here and try to wipe some chick up like that after seeing some shit like that. Nah, no thank you. No thank you. Anyway, that's the video. I lied. The video's 17 minutes. God damn it. Anyway, fuck it. We'll make it 20. Let's look at some of the comments here. She's not autistic. She's just a whore. And this retard married her. Her parents better be super rich. Otherwise, literal threes are demanding free weekend passes. It's so over. She's a whore. He's a cuck. We gotta stop letting liberals mask their self-centered stupidity under the cloak of non-existent autism they self-diagnosed. Many are faking autism because it allows them to evade normal standards. She's Jewish. Well, the woman that tried to pull that shit on me was Spanish. We've seen black girls also do this shit too. We've seen overwhelmingly. She's Jewish. Jewish people are what? Listen, if you're going to sit there and say that Kamala Harris is black all of a sudden, white boys, and you're going to sit here and say that Myron Gaines is fucking black and all this other bullshit, and you're going to call Africans black, right, and Caribbeans black, anyway, let's continue. She's Jewish. It looks, yo, America has a real anti-Semitic problem right now, dog. This shit is crazy. Just remember, these people vote. I said the same thing. The fact that she makes eye contact with the camera is all you need to know to prove she's not autistic. Am I autistic? I mean, I can look at the camera, but I don't look at people in the face. Oh, no. This guy's wife isn't autistic. She wanted the best of both worlds. To women, love doesn't mean sacrifice. I've seen women use children as a way to hurt their partners. It's horrendous. I see it all the fucking time. That shit runs rampant in between blacks. That shit too many times. I'm absolutely convinced that what is now recognized as autism among modern society is nothing but rampant selfishness that is encouraged and validated through perceived victimhood, removing even a desire for self-control and replacing it with a desire to control. One more comment. Come on, give me something. You can go fuck whoever you want, but you best sure ain't coming back to me. There you go. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Tiana, Khadijah, Lenny, Carvel, him, her, him, bodies. They're all dead.